Hey there guys, it's Monday, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm off to watch Frozen 2. I've been hearing some really great things about this. People said it's probably better than the first movie, which I'll judge from that really, because I think the first movie is so watchable. It's some great music. I think it's such a unique Disney film. So I have high hopes for this one. I mean, this could be noisy cars. This could be maybe my favourite animated movie of the year, hopefully. Now let me just start by saying I didn't enjoy this film as much as I wanted to, and it's not because the film itself, it's because there was these kids causing a nuisance, making so much noise, and it was just so irritating. So just before the film started, I went downstairs, I told the staff, can you please sort these kids out? And they watched over them for about 10 minutes. When the security guard left, they still make noise. I had to go down again. Luckily there was a member of staff upstairs. I said, could you please sort these kids out? They watched them for about 20 minutes, they left, they were still making noises. So I went down one more time. I said to them, guys, you really got to take a course of action about this. If you don't do anything, I'm going to walk out and go to another cinema. So they managed to get rid of about half of the kids. Well, they didn't really get rid of them. They just bribed them to give them a refund to tell them to leave. I wouldn't give them a refund. That does make no sense. You bribe them. So judging on the terms, on those conditions, it was very irritating because I really wanted to strangle some of those kids. I mean, there's a reason why I went to see it on a Monday about 11 o'clock in the morning, because there's no kids, they would be at school. Maybe there was an insect day or something, but really, I just come in to watch a film in peace. If kids want to muck around, go muck around somewhere else. I hate that. I was so close to walking out. Now let's talk about Frozen 2. Now I remember when the first film came out and I was a bit late for the party, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's so watchable. It's one of those films you could watch at least once a year. Now hearing the reviews before seeing Frozen 2 myself, a lot of people saying it's better than the first movie, and I was kind of getting excited because this has kind of been a weak year for animated films in general. And after seeing Frozen 2, I enjoyed it, but it's nowhere as good as the first movie. But I will say that Frozen 2 has a much more complex story than the first movie. We dive into the heritage of Anna and Elsa. We got into the unknown. Even I got confused. Mind you, I wasn't really paying full attention because I wanted to chuck some kids out the theatre. But it has a much more mature story for the fans that grew up on the first movie, and that's what I like to see in a sequel. Animation alone is absolutely stunning, especially the cinematography aspects. There's not really a bad song in this movie. I think Into the Unknown is the best song by far, but they're no way as catchy as the songs from the first movie. Now the reason why I don't put Frozen 2 as high as the first movie, because it has some continuity issues. The new characters don't really do anything, and that fire lizard's just there to sell toys. But at the end of the day, we wasn't expecting the first movie to be a worldwide phenomenon, so clearly Frozen 2 is just another cash grab, but it is a good movie, so I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I will say it again because considering the conditions I was in, I really wanted just to talk to those kids and say, please leave the theatre. Mind you, they could go downstairs and say, this guy's really been horrible to us, so they could use that against me. So you really got to watch out what you say to kids in theatres. You have to call a member of staff or do it yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Go like, share and subscribe. Let me know, what did you think of Frozen 2 and where would you put it with the other Disney animated films? Go check out my Facebook, my Twitter and my Instagram page. You guys are awesome. I got your back.